You mentioned the Shea Butter brand, and also before you mentioned getting into e-com. So I'm imagining you've tried a couple different products. What's been your biggest home run with e-com brands?
Our biggest for clients or brands that
For like brands that you created.
that I created.
Yeah.
I would say the largest brand that I helped launch the brand initially came in as a co-founder, but what it I can't talk. So I initially came in as a co-founder, helped. So it wasn't like I was 100% owner, but I still helped co-found the brand. It's in the wellness space, and my biggest takeaway from that was that it's a subscription brand, and I've just never seen a business compound like this before.
Really?
It's been 3.5 years at this point, and next year the brand should do over $100 million.
Holy shit.
And there really hasn't been insane hacks or this or that the business has done. It just has product market fit. Obviously, the marketing is really good. It has great
Recurring.
It has great founders who are constantly on top of the ball, pushing, working with now my team, the agency's team, and day in, day out, along with subscription revenue that actually, it's with products that actually should be on subscription, therefore has good LTV, good retention, all that stuff. It's just been insane to see the brand grow. Because once again, it's not like huge spikes. It's just every single day growth in terms of new subscribers and growth due to the entire subscription base. And that's what happens over just 4 years' time. So that's just been insane for me to see. But along with that, I would say my own brand, that was the biggest win, which wasn't that subscription revenue, was the shapewear brand I mentioned earlier called the Perfect Sculpt. So our first year, we did nearly $25 million in revenue.
First year.
First
That's
year.
insane.
And we were doing all the fulfillment ourselves, all the customer service, obviously all the marketing, and it was just a nightmare, the logistics behind it.
Did you have your own warehouse?
We had our warehouse.
Wow.
Fulfilling thousands of orders a day.
You were doing all the fulfillment yourself, like you weren't using like a 3PL or anything
Eventually,
like that?
we outsourced it, but it was just insane.
How did it blow up so fast?
Product market fit, and we were really good we had a really good process for when we do have a product that has product market fit, what to do to scale it. Yeah. So we had all the relationships established with all the celebrities and influencers who we knew could who can drive a ton of revenue with their audience, specific to various niches, right? So there was that, and then we got really good at paid and really good at understanding how to create funnels for that. And you just combine the three, and you can blow up products really quickly. And that was ultimately the result.
Yeah. So those are the three things. You said product market fit, having the marketing behind it, and then what was the other thing?
Is really being able to, I said funnels, but really being able to optimize your on-site experience, whether that be to increase the conversion rate, the average order value, LTV, all that stuff through creating various landing pages and specific angles that we were creating. I would say that a lot of that was how we were able to take a product and not just be super generalized with it. We were very specific with taking the product and customizing it for various people with different kind of appeal to the product. So
I've noticed that over COVID, like e-com brands have just gotten so much more savvy with the cross sells and upsells while you're doing the checkout process, where it never seemed to be that way before. Yeah,
because it was super easy, right? We were getting. I look back. I don't know what CPMs were, probably like $7 back then. If I had to, maybe $10. Now I look today across the board. It's like CPMs for brands are $20 to $30 or more, depending on the industry you're in. So, right, it's not like the conversion rates have gone up 300% since then. According with that, and when the traffic is that more expensive, you just need to be a lot more savvy as a business owner. To survive, right? And that's why I think for small businesses, we're seeing, and even venture-backed businesses, where now it's become such a hard time for them to just survive and create a business that is, one, sustainable, and a business that can actually make money. You know?
Yeah.
And ultimately, the CPMs, I think, have been one of the biggest challenges.
You say it's more expensive to acquire a customer.
Totally.
But on the flip side, we have the rise of TikTok organic, short form clips, the shopping feature on TikTok. Do you think the ability to push product organically with no ad spend has kind of counteracted that, or do you think it's just saturating and flooding the market even more?
I definitely don't think there's saturation due to that. I think that you have to be extremely scrappy to do that, and I would say a lot of businesses aren't willing to invest into that kind of scrappiness in order to make organic work.
Yeah.
Because organic is kind of like a mass volume game, right? You need to just get tons of influencers or content creators on board. You have to test different angles. It's just a lot more typically work than trying to get a paid ad working.
Yeah.
Right? You can have one paid ad working, spending $5,000-$10,000 a day for a year and not even touch it. If it doesn't happen every time, but that can happen. That doesn't happen with organic. Organic, you need to literally grind every single day.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just aren't willing to put in that.
I feel like if you find
their face in front of the camera, because that's a big part of it too.
Yeah, or their face, or like I said, or reaching out to tons of creators and whatnot. A lot of people just aren't willing to do that. You have to be really freaking scrappy to do that. And so you can definitely have a lot of success doing it, but it's definitely, I think, a lot harder.
Yeah, I feel like once you find a winning formula, though, you're kind of set. Like, there's a tequila brand in Miami and Brickell that will go and do street interviews. It's like, take this shot of tequila or double it up to the next person, and that always goes viral, and their account's just like insane.
Really?
Yeah. So I feel like if you can crack that, you can. Oh, I have to go do a street interview today. It's
totally. It's the same thing with anything. It's like it's with paid too. It's like figuring out the angle and you just scale it. But a lot of people will give up before they find that. You know?
Yeah. 100%. But I feel like we're in such a world. Like we're on Twitter pretty heavily, where all the e-com guys are, and like they all rip like TikTok organics. Like dudes will make, I don't know, 50 accounts for the same brand on TikTok and just.
Yeah. The other problem with organic is that it's not really like a compounding kind of effect. It's kind of like you have huge spikes with random videos getting lucky, generating 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 in a day, but then the next day you have to like start from scratch again.
Yeah.
You know, versus paid, it's a lot more consistent.
Yep.
And it's a lot more consistent, and you're able to scale things larger because of that. And it's a lot more predictable for that reason. So those are kind of like how I see the differences. But if you're doing well on both, that's like when you really get big success from really what I see.
Yeah.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this short clip, check out the full interview here. And if you want to see more clips from this episode, check it out right here.